guys, welcome back to Devotional Beauty. I'm an angry black woman, and since it's been a long few weeks and I'm trying to figure out what to do with my anger, I figured what better way to put it to use than by cutting something. And by something I mean wigs, because I have this this beautiful turquoise wig that is just entirely too much for regular wear, and I had it in a ponytail, and I thought, like, how cute would it be if it were shorter. So I decided that I think I want to cut this wig into sort of a curly bob situation, perhaps even an asymmetric bob. Now, ordinarily I would just cut this off camera and not let anybody see the result of what happens unless it looks good, but I decided, why not just come on here and let you guys see my process and how I do the cutting, so that if you have bought this wig and want to cut it, or bought a similar wig and want to cut it yourself, you can have some ideas. So to start, let's put her on. Noting, I'll put in a link to the previous video that I made on this wig. All those things are still true about it. It's still very cute, and it's still, you know, super nice. Whatever. It's just too long, so I'm gonna change it. It's designed to be worn in a middle part, but I find I never do that. I'm just not a middle part person. My face is really kind of round, and I think that looks too symmetrical, so I want to sort of elongate my face, and I like to wear side parts. So since I'm gonna wear this wig on a side part, when I actually wear it after it's cut, I'm gonna put it on a side part so I can decide where and how I want to trim it. So I'm gonna shift it to the side like so. So now that it's on the side, you can see this is the long side. This wig already has a few layers, and one of the layers comes out around here, which I think is beautiful. I like this long look right here, and I've already had it in a ponytail because the last time I wore it, which was for my niece's birthday party, I was a mermaid. I liked the way that it looked in a ponytail, and then this layered piece kind of slid out. Sorry, it's getting tangly because it's entirely too long. Like, this wig is so long, it literally falls to right above it's like my lower back. So I don't know, what's that, like 24, 26 inches? I can't. It's just too much for me. You guys know I kind of end up with shorter wigs anyway. I'm not a super long hair type person. So this is what the wig looks like. I have not brushed it through, but this is what it looks like on its own, which is it's gorgeous. Like, I do like it. But again, this is not my personal cup of tea, and that's fine. You know, we all have our things, but it's good to be able to cut a wig that you like into something that you might like more if it were your style. These are my wig brush has seen better days, but I'm gonna brush this through, starting from the bottom, working my way up as best I can, eliminating the tangle so that I can cut it. Whew. She's tangle, honey. Tangle. I'm also doing this in my bathroom because it has the mirrors that I can see, as opposed to where I normally film, which doesn't have mirrors. And so I hope you guys will excuse me for not looking directly at you a whole lot. I'm looking either in my viewfinder or in my mirror. I'm going to try and cut this using the viewfinder too, which is going to be real interesting. So, curly hair cutting is really forgiving. This is going to be a little harder because the wig is more of a straight look. It does have these giant, like, Hollywood style curls, which are very pretty. So that will help a little bit to hide unevenness and, you know, my non-professional cutting skills. But just to let you guys know, there's a little less margin of error when you're cutting a straight haired wig as opposed to a very curly wig. So I think the thing to do is to, now that it's brushed out, look at it, it really is just, it's beautiful. It really is. However, it's just not practical for me. So I'm cutting, essentially I'm cutting off at least this much. At least all of this below my fingers are gonna go. So this would be perhaps collarbone length at its longest length, and then, you know, perhaps shorter in the back. I haven't decided fully yet. We'll see where the cut takes me. Okay, so I'm gonna first make sure that the hair is sectioned about in half and bring it forward so there's no hair behind me. It's all up front. Next, I'm going to take a rubber band, tiny rubber band at that, and make little ponytails about where I want to cut. So this will help me be able to trim it all off kind of in a single length without, you know, making it too uneven so far. So just picking through the last of these tangles, applying the rubber band at approximately the same height as the one on the other section of hair. Alright, so making sure in the mirror that these look to be about even, and like I said, I want them around my collarbone. So they're now even approximately at my collarbone. So actually, before I cut that, I think I want to bring out that short layer around here because I want that to be a little longer, and I know that when I cut this, it's going to end up a bit shorter. The other thing about cutting hair that has some curl to it is that we get the urge a lot of times to pull hair straight and then cut, which means that the length ends up shorter. So just be mindful of that, that you're not pulling any hair when you do make that cut. So here's this little face frame layer right around here, and I want that to stay there because I like the way that it tapers as well. I'm gonna bring these up a little higher because I think I do want that to be shorter. So let's go up around here, so maybe just at the base of my neck. Okay, so I'm gonna cut now, making sure that nothing is pulled too tightly. I have regular scissors. This is a synthetic wig. There's no need to use your good hair scissors for this. So I'm just gonna cut fairly bluntly right now, straight across. This would be nerve-wracking if it was my actual hair. Bam, one gone. It feels weird even when it's not my hair. Side 2 gone. Oh my gosh, it already feels a lot lighter. Alright, so let's see what we got so far. How cute! How cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I already love it. So you can see that I still have layers in this. Oh, I might leave it this length. I do love it so much more. Can you imagine how old Hollywood glamour does this look? Yeah, I'm like super into this. It is not even at all. I'm gonna have to work on the back to get that back to be the length to be even the way that I want it. But like, even for that first cut has done wonders for me. I don't know that that shape is like super flattering, so I'm gonna continue to work with this to see if I can get it, you know, the way that I want it. But I love how this hair has just waved back up. I love it shorter. I think it looks great. I'm gonna take some of this length off the back, so as you can see it's longer down here, and I don't want that to be the case. So I'm going to take this length off the back while wearing it, which is very difficult, so wish me luck. so this is what I have ended up with, and I really like this. If my straight hair would do this, and it probably would if I cut it, but I don't want to. But if my straight hair really did this, I hope you guys can see like how just, I love it. This is great. This is great. This is coming out like better than I anticipated, but I really kind of love this. Yeah, there it is. That's it. That's it right there. So yeah, I mean, sometimes when I want to change, I feel like cutting my wigs and I like make them short. But I think this is good for my décolletage area. Like you can see my collarbone, which I really like. It's an area that I'm very proud of and I enjoy showing off. I don't have a lot of boobs, but I got the collarbone. Everybody got clavicle. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, you didn't need to see that. But I really do like the way that this has come out. I'm actually really proud of this cut, and again, it is curlier hair, so it is a lot more forgiving. I highly recommend if you have like really long curly wigs and stuff and you're just like, I can't, it's too much, especially in the summertime where all of that hair just like lays on you, cut it. I mean, if you have an older wig and you want to see like if it's super tangled or matted at the bottom, cut that joint and see like if that doesn't give your wig new life. This to me will tangle a lot less. Again, as I always tell you guys, when it rubs on your body, the oils from your body, whatever, scents from clothing or smoke or wherever you go, dirt, just in walking around in real life gets on it, and it can make hair, synthetic hair, tangle a lot more. This way you can avoid that, or not avoid it entirely, but dramatically decrease the amount of tangling that you will get. You'll probably still get tangling near the nape where all wigs tangle, but other than that, since it's not touching or won't be touching out clothing or whatever, it will last a lot longer and be a lot easier to maintain. So I'm really glad I cut this wig. I'm very happy with the final look, and now I think I have a little more confidence in wearing her out in a Little Mermaid birthday party for a 5-year-old setting. So I will add this to my slightly more frequent rotation with my 40s. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta get over myself, I apologize, but something like this really makes me very happy. So I'm glad you guys were here to experience this cut with me. It's not super whatever, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Devotional Beauty. Take care. Bye.